Hello students, welcome to the class of Digital Documentation Advanced, which is the Unit 1 of 402 Information Technology of class 10th. Today we are going to discuss the fourth topic of this unit, which is create and customize table of contents. Myself, Veenu Ghai, PGTCS, KVOLF, Dehradun. In this unit, we will cover the introduction of table of contents, hierarchy of headings, customization of table of contents, character styles, maintaining a table of contents. After this lecture, you all will be able to create on your own the table of content, define the hierarchy of headings, customize the table of contents, apply various character styles, and also maintain the table of contents. But before proceeding further, let us understand what is the table of content. See, whenever you open any book, you see some index. So that index is known as table of content. So table of content is an organized listing of the chapters and major sections of your document. Index contains, what does index contains? Index contains the name of the chapter and the page number where it is situated. So with this index, we are able to go to a particular page very easily. But in computers, the writers help us to create this table of contents automatically. Before creating this table of contents, we should know what are the various heading styles available, which you have already learnt in your previous class. So we'll start practically. Open the Office, click on the text document, this will be your window. Now, before we create the table of contents, we need to have the document. So I'll just create a sample document so that we can insert the table of contents with this document. Chapter 1, Paragraph 1, Objectives. Now I just click Chapter 1, chapter headings, and mark them as heading 1. All the paragraph headings to heading 2, and the subheadings of the paragraph to be at the level heading 3. I copy this, move to the next page by pressing enter key. I can go to the next page, mark as chapter 2, paragraph 2. Again I move to another page. Now I go by pressing Ctrl enter key. Directly I move to the next page. This is my chapter 3. Again I go to the next page, Ctrl enter, Ctrl V for pasting. Chapter 4, paragraph 4. I just go to another page, number 5. This is my chapter 5. This is the paragraph 5. Now I want to insert, I have just created a sample document in which I am assuming that 5 chapters are there and in that chapter there are some paragraphs, and the paragraphs again have some headings. This is just a sample. Now I want to insert my table of contents. So the table of contents is always at the first page of the document. So I shift my chapter 1, which is at page number 1, to page number 2, so that I create the space for my table of contents. Now just place your cursor wherever you want your table of contents to be inserted. Move to the insert menu, come down to index and tables, and then select index and tables. A dialog box will appear. In this dialog box, this is the preview window, and these are the tabs. This preview window shows us the preview of our table of content. If I uncheck this option, so I will not be able to see the preview of my table of contents. If I check it, see, I can view how my table of content will look like. There are 5 tabs here. These tabs are used, some tabs are used to create the index and table, and some tabs are needed for formatting the table of contents. Come down. First option is type and title. What is the title? Title means you all can see that it is the first heading which is being given to your document, to your index. If you want to change this is the default value. You can give whatever name you want, but we will keep the default one. So title is just the heading which you want just at the beginning. Then type, there are many types, but in our syllabus only it is table of contents, so we will cover only table of contents. The option protected against manual changes, this is checked by default. This option states that whenever the table of content is being made, so you cannot, if it is checked, then you cannot make any changes on the table of contents, and if it is unchecked, then you can edit the table of content manually. This option should be checked because in our book the chapter numbers have a particular place, their page number are fixed. So if you are not checking it, then anybody can make the changes in table of content, and the purpose of table of contents will not be met. This is the option create index table. For you want to create the index or the table for the entire document, or you want only for some chapters. This is for your choice, but here we will select the entire document. Now evaluate up to level. To which level the table of content will be made? See, in our document we have taken 3 levels, so I can select here 3 levels also, or I can, maximum level is 10. This is your choice, how many levels are there in your document, you can select that number. Next option is create from outline and index mark and additional styles. Additional styles we'll do a little later. Outline is, if I uncheck this option, you can see some changes here. Okay, outline is only there, and see now all the entries are being displayed. If I just uncheck the index marks, you can see the change which is shown in the preview. So by default we keep these 2 options checked. Now I just click OK and see my default table of content is being made. See, now if I try to make some changes, I want to delete this, I'm pressing backspace key, or if I try to select and press the delete key, I cannot make any changes. Why this is happening? Because I have checked the option of protection. If you want to make changes, just uncheck this option. Okay, now if I just press my backspace key, see, I can do it. So by default it should be checked. So whenever you want to edit, make any changes in your table of contents, you have to right click anywhere inside the table of contents, move to edit an index table, and just make change whatever you want to. So I'm taking it protected against manual changes. I want yes. Now if I again go and try to press the backspace key, see, nothing is getting deleted. Or if I select it, try to press the delete key, nothing is being changed. So that option is protecting my document manually. Now suppose I have created my table of content, right, but I want to make some changes in the pages number. Chapter 1 was at page number 2. Now I shift it to page number 3. But if I go back to my index, chapter 1 is at page number 2. The index is not being updated. So I right click again, go to update index table, and now I see the change that my page number has been changed. So any updation done after your table of contents, you have made the table of contents, now you have made any changes in the pages number, so you have to go to the table of contents, right click it and press update index table. Your index table will be updated. Let's see other options. I go to edit. If I want to delete this index table, just press delete. The index table is deleted. Undo it, get it again. I go to edit. Now let's see other options. I come to the background. If I want to change the background, suppose I want to fill any color, see, I can change the background of my table. Right click it. You want to take any other color, you just select it, OK, and see the change in the color. Again I go right click, edit an index table. I want to put some image, I want to put some graphics. Then I have to select, browse it from my computer, any file. I select just one picture, click open. You can see the preview will be shown here shortly. Now there are three types: position is there, area is there, and the type is there. These are different options to place the picture. If you want to place the picture at a specific area, specific location, then you will select the position radio button. If you want your graphic, your picture to stretch so that it fills the entire background area, then you will select the area radio button. But if you want to repeat that graphic all over the entire background area, you will select tiles. You know what happening, you are placing tiles on all over your floor. Likewise, it is saying that tile means you are repeating that this picture all over the background. Area means that you are filling the entire background with this picture. Position means only at a specific location. So let's see the tile option first. See, that picture is being repeated. It's covering the whole content. Okay. Just right click it, edit it. Now we select the area, click OK. See, now this picture is being stretched so that only one picture is covering the whole table of contents. Again I do editing, I do position. Now see, only a specific area it is coming. So it is up to you what you want. You want it in area wise, style wise. So this is my table of contents. If you don't want this, choose color again. If you don't want any color also, no fill. If you want simple colors, you can keep it. Again right click, editing. Now we come to columns. We had seen that our table of contents was coming in one column. If you want in more than one column, suppose in two columns I want my table of contents to be displayed, I select the option of two columns, press OK, and see my index has now come in two columns. Then I right click it, go to edit option. If I want in three columns, OK, see now it has come in three columns. I want it back, again go to the one option, OK. Now I have regained my table of contents in column 1. Now let's see styles option. In styles option, there are certain levels. You all know that there are certain heading levels, and each level, this is the paragraph style. Paragraph style means that the contents which are written at certain levels, these are contents written at the first level, this is the second level, the contents at the second level. So by default the level 1 has been given the paragraph style of content 1. If I select this and see the content 1, I will be able to see the default settings for this paragraph style. For content, see, paragraph style for content 1, it is set to Times New Roman, regular, and 12 point. I can change its font if I want to. I can change the style, whatever I want to. I want to make it italic. I want to increase the font point. I want to apply some font effects. I want to create a shadow. So these are, see, two things are there. One is the customized and one is the default setting. So whenever you don't want to make any changes, whatever is being given by the system, you go by that settings, then it is known as the default settings. But if you want something different from the default settings, then you have to customize it. This is known as customization of the table of contents. So I just click OK, and now if I go see that, see, some changes, chapter 1, some headings, the font style has changed from paragraph 2 because I've changed only the level 1 content style. I again edit it. Now if suppose I want the level 2 paragraph style should be similar to content 7, how do I do that? I just select first the level, then select the paragraph style, then press this once. See, now it has changed to level content 7. And if I want to change the default style, I again have to go to edit and change whatever options I want to change, whatever settings I want to change. I again go back and make it content 2. Just press it, it will come to its default level. Okay. Again I right click it. Now we come to the entries. See, in entries, what the entry is telling us, entry tab is used to format the entries in the table of content. This tab is used to format the entries in the table of contents. See, there are levels. As we all know, we have 10 levels. So level 1 heading, we have the structure as chapter number, entry text, tab stop, page number and hyperlink. These 4 tabs, chapter number, entry text, tab stop and page number, this is shown here. Chapter number is shown by E hash, entry text is shown by the letter E, and tab stop by T, and hash represents the page number. So if I want to make any changes in the level, first of all I have to select the level. If suppose in level 2 I don't want the chapter number, I have to just select it and press the delete key. It will be deleted. Now I want the chapter number at level 2. I just click at the white space, click on the chapter number, it will be added. And at the same time, its style can also be formatted. So for each level, I can add any number of element I want by just clicking and pressing the tab will be added. And if I just click and press the delete key, the following tab will be deleted. Now if I again want to get it back, I just click here, the position, first I choose the position where I want to insert my tab and then click on the particular tab. But the hyperlink tab, this is not being displayed in my structure line. Now I want to make hyperlink at the second level. How do I do that? I go before the chapter number, I just click it here, click on the hyperlink. Now the tab for the hyperlink ls is being added. I'll tell you the meaning of ls. First, now again I go to the text tab. I just on the right side of the text tab, I just click and press again the hyperlink. Now another tab is added, that is le. So ls indicates the start of the hyperlink. The hyperlink will start from here, and le indicates that hyperlink will end here. So hyperlink tab is not present in the structure line, but if you want to add it, you have to first click on the space before or after the structure element, then press hyperlink, and again you have to just click on the area before or after the structure element, then you have to again click on hyperlink, the tab will be inserted. Now see, let's see what changes have been done. As you also can in the preview, you can see that the level 2 heading has been marked in blue. Okay, so now with this hyperlink you can jump directly to that page. See, you are right now you are at page number 1. There are total 7 pages. So I want to go to page number 5. So paragraph 3 I want to go. I just first click on it, then press Ctrl and click. I directly move to the page number 5. So hyperlink option when done help us to move directly to that page. So from page number 1, if you are having suppose 1000 pages, now you directly want to go to chapter 10. So one is that one by one, first you go to chapter number 1, 2. It is a tedious. So what if you are getting the option that you directly jump from page number 1 to page number 1000. So this hyperlink option is very useful when you want to jump from one page to another. So we have covered all the tabs in index and tab. Likewise, we have done the style changing. We can edit or customize the paragraph style. We can also do it from additional style. You just click it, click on the 3 dots. Now you want the content 1 to be placed at whichever level you want. What you'll do, you just click once, it will go to right click. Level 2, if you just click it, it will move to level 3. So wherever you want to place your content, at whichever level, you can do it. And if you want it back, you just press left key, it will again come back to its own position. So likewise, you can make many entries. You can change the background, you can change the columns, you can define the different heading levels, entries, etc. That can be done. So I hope it is clear to all. So we have covered now, as you have seen the lecture, now you will be able to create a table of contents. You will also be able to define the hierarchy of headings, customize, and we have applied various character styles, and also we know how to maintain the table of contents. Thank you, students.